Let's get comfy. Hi, I'm Mark Dice, and welcome to me streaming Narcosis. Let me get comfy. Okay, good. 3 to 3. Hopefully this game is spoopy. Okay, that's a little weird. Do a small one. Gaze navigation toggles look mode, which rotates the player character in the direction the player is looking during locomotion. No. Why would I want that? Hopefully. Should I put on subtitles? Nah. Either way, let's get to it.
Oceanova was once in a lifetime. They're breaking new ground, making something meaningful. Mining methane hydrate frozen beneath the seabed. There's alternatives, but none so plentiful. It's clean and safe. I couldn't say no.
Sorry about your weekend, but someone had to draw the short straw. We've got a lot of updates to get through, but new suit, same rules. Give me a sec. Okay, instruments. O2.
%98.
Flares and thrust. Oh, Jesus. Here, you know the drill. You're stressed, panicking, breathing hard. Sensors tripped. As you know, your O2 burns down a lot faster under stress. Anyway,
So remain calm.
let's move.
I've already been walking. Come on now.
Let's see. Scrubbers, check. Temp, check. Lights, check. Camera, check.
Oh, that's normal. Well, that's a nice way out of this tutorial. Locate our Phalon. This game doesn't make you have to pee. Okay, in case there's spooky crabs, gotta fight them away, like Subnautica. This is exactly what I want to do. You know, just travel in a suit through, you know, caves with tons of pressure, limited oxygen. Good plan.
Still not... Hold on a sec. I need you to hit thrusters one more time.
Uh-oh.
Whenever you're ready. All good. Let's try it in reverse. Okay, target practice. Fire a couple of flares. Okay. Okay. All right.
Oh, I guess that one didn't count. I'm gonna start like tripping out soon. Really? Oh.
Navsys, check. Thruster, check. Launcher, and check. Let's get out of here. Grab a little sunshine while we can.
Now I'm in a completely different place. This already has that like kind of Soma like feel. It's done well. I'm actually enjoying it. What do you guys think? Golfer heels. Oh, you're so cute. Oh yeah, this would be great in VR. That's the one thing that dissuaded me, because I feel like this would be a perfect VR title. Because you'd have like your body shift and your head could actually turn the camera like this, but then your actual body shift would be on the, like your left rig would be on your thumbsticks. It'd be easier to manipulate. That would be a big problem. Would be
Hey. You all right?
dust.
Come on, let's get back to the hab.
It is filthy down at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, that's not a lot of oxygen.
Robots all riled up. Don't want to miss that. I'll circle back with JJ tomorrow. Get this all wrapped up.
It also makes me think, is this on Earth or is this somewhere else?
10:02, February 2nd. We were 50 miles from the epicenter. But an 8 on the Richter scale makes that kind of distance irrelevant.
Hold up, something's off. You seeing this?
The shockwave waves hit 6 minutes later, striking the south face of the HAB first and hardest. 27 minutes in, with that kind of concussive force, even the sealed modules were compromised. After that came the ocean. By 10:33, only safe havens in a sub or one of the suits.
I'm surprised you wouldn't have like a dive tank, like something that's actually into the seabed. That's like just a safe space to make sure you always have oxygen, so that way surface damage wouldn't happen, or if there's a rock slide or other stuff. Especially with all the methane around, you think you'd want to bury it so the methane doesn't, depressurize suddenly. Probably would have been better to be like, here, let me help you off of that. And then you go to help them off of that, and then it's just an empty suit. Okay, so where the fuck am I going? Hopefully there's some oxygen there. Considering I'm already at 6%. Okay, 5%. Well, I can't look down at them. This better be an oxygen tank. Suits do not hold oxygen well. So it sounds like I have something in my helmet. That's not at all disconcerting. Okay, it's just rocks falling. No big deal.
Check your gear, trust your training. It's one of the first things you learn. But the second they fail, you fall back on what you know best. For me, it's the list. This time, it wrote itself. Keep breathing, find others, and get the hell out.
All hands. It isn't. Has been hit. Taking on water. Seriously. Standing by. I repeat,
Also, if you're this far
taking
down
on water.
and it ruptures, you're done.
Get back. One.
I mean, that will go in so fast. I mean, just the sheer pressure. Okay, what is that? It's weird because I can hear it in my headset like just behind me. They're just crabs. Okay, good. Yeah, no big deal. Okay. That was awkward. Atmosphere is right, but the death stuff is a little weird. And the scary stuff is kind of weird. So giant spider crab, avoid. Got it. Did I like launch a flare at him or something? Also, I really don't think these crabs can puncture titanium. I feel like the blast. That's nice. Although, at least the flares actually work. That's nice. That's a benefit. Definite crab battles, though. No thanks. At least that was a little bit of an express route. Although, I think I'm not going the right way. Also, probably should have worked on a less intrusive loading screen. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of complexity in this, which is nice. But also, it's always weird that people put the ocean as dark. But normally at a certain point, it's just like all light. Yeah. I mean, for methane, I don't think you have to be too deep. I mean, it's deep, but not like I'm more worried about how rocky this whole area is.
When it's all bearing down on so many levels, it's got to be managed. You can't shake the pressure. Just make your peace with it. Don't let it take the wheel.
Don't worry, I'm not. I'm just walking. Just walking. Also, the weird part is that it's darker on stream than it is for me, which is interesting. Yeah. Like Soma, except I haven't had any robots talk to me yet. Sky Nuggets. Alright. Cheat hack the Sky Nuggets. Seriously, I thought freaking fried chicken was falling on me. They got these big ass pipes for methane, and they didn't even put like trails or lights or markers. This would have disastrous consequences, but lighting a flare while doing that. I thought I was gonna glitch. Crawling up the pipe is really not a great idea. Also, not looking back. Don't know what's going on there. No interest. Also, I don't know how those pipes are still standing after an earthquake would have blown back. I mean, unless they're shielded by like some part of a canyon or otherwise, but... This place is fucked up. Flares, I wanted oxygen. There. We're near a vent.
There's protocol for everything. Has to be. Second guessing puts lives at risk. So it's best to stick to procedure, step by step. So with an all-hands call, you head straight for Compass 1. Try and reach surface from comms.
I don't think I'm supposed to go that way. Thought we were heading up. Spooky boy. Spooky lady. Dude, it's not that scary. Get off me. No bitey. Bad cuttlefish. You die, please. I know. You can fuck off soon. I know. The scary squid is gone.
Emmy, is anybody getting this? Just anybody read. Maybe.
That's-
Stop. Alright. Hands falling apart.
Also, man, seriously, whoever designed the tanks on these suits, you need to fire them. If I found out you only had like maybe 10 minutes of oxygen at any given point, that's a big no-brainer. But at least 5 hours of sleep strongly recommended per 24 hours. Well, you're not getting 5 hours of sleep in these suits, so there's that.
From the outside, the structure seemed intact. So I figured whoever's inside might... well, maybe it's okay. We ran all kinds of drills. And you believe you know what to expect. But once I got inside, where it's familiar and you should feel safe. Even though I had to, those first few steps weren't easy.
At least there should be lots of oxygen. Also, I mean, you could probably figure out where the leaks are and pump it out. You know, if your oxygen lasted more than 10 minutes. I was just at max O2, now I'm at friggin' 97. Okay, evacuation pod. And why don't things always have to be like anagrams? They're like safer. Are you following the FIDO guidelines? That means you're being a good dog. Grab the O2. We're all good. Nope, there's nothing there. We can keep going. worried about getting electrocuted. Fishy. This is not a fish place. Well, I'm sure this place has seen better days. Little anglerfish on the table. Oh. Kind of wish the garbage would get stuck to your helmet. That's a lot to ask, though. You. Oh, you're a crab leg. Can I do anything about the crabs? Or they just like... we exist here. What if I like... alive or dead? I mean, that's good eat. I know. They do remind me of the Half-Life things. Seriously, and this crab leg would probably be a better weapon. Fluids. Stay weird. Nope, that didn't shake Mr. Krabs away. Is there something else in there? Yeah, scuttle away. He was just taking a nap in the doorway. Yeah, the Krabby Boys aren't scary at all. What the fuck? That was cool. I did not expect that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that was cool. We need to get some O2. tasty dioxides.
Reaching the surface was off the table, physically or otherwise. So it's simple. Hitch a sub to Compass 2 and hope others did the same.
If there is a sub left. See, that's the kind of stuff I came for. If they cut out the like crabs and the spooky body in the beginning, that would have been great. Just little subtle things. You don't need to have shaking, scary zombie faces and shit like that. Just subtle things that say, yep, this dude has lost his nut. I like the upgraded suit. Okay, yep, don't look at the scary thing. And that one's locked. Yep, don't look at the guy. He's spooky. Waiting for one of these doors to open and something's right behind it.
Normally, the habs are lit up top to bottom, all the time. A lot of the gear was waterproof. Some of the lights and monitors were still running. So it wasn't dark, but it's fading. Like the whole thing's on life support.
Hey, well, that's not a normal thing happening. Let's not look at that. Look at that. See, that's what I wanted. That was cool. A and B. How are you doing today? Shining carpet? That's a good sign. Ooh, suntan lotion. Oh. Oh. Good. I'm glad you did good. You fucker. Save me, Mr. Taco. That's great. See, the little psychotic things are great. Charmed serpent. Fils de la man. Don't look back. perfectly normal. This happens. Not one of them has an oxygen tank in their room. Because I'm gonna need me some oxygen soon. Would have been better if you kept it dark. It's just the hand. Hey. Oh, can't go to the bathroom. But these suits have an built-in toilet. Oh, there we go. Finally, someone's responsible and has some oxygen. What is this? Into the water fountain room? The washroom.
It's relentless. I mean, the isolation is unnatural. Little problems start to spiral. Any baggage you don't check at the surface comes unpacked pretty quick. Some find ways to cope, others struggle.
There's something in the toilet. No, it's just a reflection. Waiting for this to end with this is all a hallucination and you've actually been pinned by a boulder right at the start of the game. Iron Lion. Magnetic Anchor. Yeah. So, apparently Delirious woke up with Scarlet meowing panically. Like in a panic. Okay, that's a big boy. I feel like this is gonna kill me. Oh no, he did. And, worried about Scarlet, and she kept mewing and mewing, so she was like, what the heck? And, ended up looking around, couldn't find her. She was panicking, like making little mews, and she'd hear her once in a while. Oh, fuck off. I said fuck off.
Watching life go by inside the bubble is cruel. The ones that care get a head start learning to live without you. So the grief comes first, whether or not you're really gone.
But yeah, couldn't find her for a long time. Ended up, Scarlet was asleep and just having dreams. So, that's what she heard. But it woke her up. Ass early in the morning. So yeah, that's why she woke up early. And she also didn't wake me up. Get off me. So she had pet mom anxiety from hearing Scarlett's little chirps. Chemical waste. Do I have to make like a platforming jump here or something? This door's actually openable.
I've seen death before, but not like this. Up here, the impact's usually more abstract. This is intimate. It's like when you pass an accident on the freeway. All the possibilities run wild. But then a song you like comes on, or your exit's coming up, and you've moved on. Back to normal.
Oof. We are literally in the middle of nowhere. Although I'm surprised you wouldn't have like a tether dock at the top or something. Because you'd think ships would be taking all this methyl hydrate out. Especially with how full scale this looks and how many people you have and yeah, I'm pretty sure none of those computers would be working. Anything else in here? I like the post-it notes of the over Taco Yak or whatever it was. It takes a team to make it work. Cookies. Okay. Okay, yep. Nope, let's just let that happen. The hand was a good touch. Are you gone now? Nope. I guess you're always there. We're all right. We're okay. We're doing good. This is fine. This is fine. That was neat. Uh-oh. I knew there was a gap there, but this thrust, you really can't tell. Sometimes it, like, flings you, and sometimes it doesn't. Waiting to get crushed in the door. Yeah. It's like great. Shit! That fucking box. And get your hallucinations together. Yeah, the problem is that you only have so much height. So I don't think I can get on top of the box. But I can try. I mean, it seems to be the box is like, no. The problem is you really can't look down, so it's difficult too. So I can't see where this ends. Shit! Yeah, there's something else blocking me, so I can't really get higher than the box. So I wonder if I have to like go out and around the box. But, I mean, you don't have much head mobility. So like I can't see there how far it is because of the stupid block up. But what if we... go like there we go. Nope, we're short. Yeah, I can't really tell where the desks end up there. Some stupid breath mine. Yeah, I should just flare. Have the angle of the jump right. And also my oxygen doesn't seem to be depleting like 1% every second. Alright. Okay. So it looks like there's also something right there. So we can step just a little bit more forward. That should be it. Yes. See, we're good. We're good. We made it. I did like the glass cracking below my feet. When I saw the glass, I was like, yeah, let's just go. Because I was waiting for the glass to break, and then you have to, like, carefully balance yourself across or something. Fuck that. Do it the first time and do it right. Unlock hazard door. Didn't you already do that? Or is that a fail? Oh my god, my oxygen is so low. Why are we redoing this? I thought we got through it. Is it like timer? Okay, this thruster. It does not thrust you up. And when it does, it's just barely. So what's this bullshit? Cutting my oxygen in half. Try to put it like right by the chair. Right here should be good. That's a good, subtle scene change. I guess it's like timer, because now my vision isn't fading. Weird. Take me back to the start of this room. If I don't suffocate before then. Damn, he cannot get out of this room. Oh. Taste the oxygen. tastes like not dying. Access to level 1. Methane control. We don't want methane control. Level 1 had the access area. That's what the shuttle bay is. We don't need ladders.
They're planning on 60, 75 once the whole thing's staffed up. So with just 20 of us, there's already this hollow quality. Like dropping by the office when everyone's gone for the weekend. Not a lot of time for recreation, but the options were there. They did their best to keep us happy.
Yeah, let's go to the bathroom. Sounds like there's bugs in my brain again. It's probably just the nitrogen bubbles flowing up to my sweet, delicious. No pinching. They should at least like spook them off with flares or something. I do not. Excuse me. Joke's on you. You're dead and I have more oxygen. Take that. So you don't have to be this aggressive. Rude little things. These are not the cuddliest of cuttlefish. This is Narcosis. It's an underwater horror game. It's a very strange one that I had my eye on for a little bit. It's kind of like Soma, except not as good as Soma. Yeah. It's like budget by Soma. It's different enough, but not too bad. It's a shame there's not more good space horror games. Yeah, agreed. The space feel is definitely there. But I mean, there's always like, what, Moons of Madness, which is and was it Deliver Us to the Moon? Both of them are and then Observation, which is big meh. Okay, so that area is open now. That's a big don't look at. But I guess I'm gonna have to. Oh, this is a tad unsafe. Well, that wasn't the right way to go. I thought since everything just disappeared there that was it. And you just fall down. Yeah, also, not a lot of integrity there between you're perfect and your faceplate exploded. It can handle somewhere only between 120 and 122 pounds of pressure. Any more, any less, and you're dead. Alright, let's try this again. Hey, they maxed out my oxygen. Awesome. Mostly hallucinations and fish. There's a lot of fish that for some reason attack you, but I don't know whether he's nuts and imagining it or oh, let's go this way. Also giant crabs for some reason. Giant crabs apparently like pinching your face. Oh. I'm gonna fire a flare at this angry lady. You're super cute, but you're gonna attack me, aren't you? You inked me! No inky. Hold on. Sorry about that. Delirious just had to tell me something. Ugh. Very wise. But either way, Ginger, welcome to the stream. Always good to meet more horror fans. Okay, so I guess we're going this way. We didn't have to.
5 more minutes. Repeat, we are leaving in 5 minutes. If you're anywhere in range right now is the time.
Okay. It's only 5 minutes. We can walk there, right? That's only like 2 oxygen refills, right? Listen to me, you shiesty little ghost man.
In God we trust, everything else gets triple checked. But so much diligence makes every aspect of daily life heavy. Each task or item, like getting into a suit or going outside, has an equivalent weight. So, for getting cargo or yourself over to Compass 2, shuttle's the most efficient option, relatively speaking.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Yeah, it's like a fart ghost. The ghost of a fart. How very true. No gods and monsters, just people being terrible. Well, thank you. More follows, always good. Everyone's welcome, unless you're a butt. Okay, so I guess there's gonna have to be some way you get all the way around. I'll wait on that one. Let's just grab his thing. Oh, calm down. It's just another dead body. Submarine status departed. This is a methane mine. So they started mining methane hydrate on the ocean floor. Then an earthquake hit. And now everything's kind of borked. Submarine gone. So now you, who are out there trying to clean it up, or trying to just do your job, got caught in the middle of this earthquake while outside, and everybody's pretty much dead. Well, let's go to the basement first. I do like the compass. The compass is actually really handy and really intuitive to have. And like all your little gauges right here, so you can look at them or ignore them, or you can just see their reflection. Where's the giant crab? Aw. Look at them, they're so cute. Yeah. Well, I like his little breath pattern. Like right where his face is. I like how sometimes it's really light and sometimes it's really heavy, like based on the temperature of the water or like where you are. Just oxygen in here, and I'm doing pretty good on oxy. So cute. Secrets? Nope, just more panic. Honestly though, if you're in like a life or death situation, seeing a dead body isn't gonna bother you. You're gonna be like, I'm more concerned with me right now. You kind of have the back of your brain shut off when you're in panic. Oh, yep, I guess the methane tank's ruptured. He's also not bothered by these guys, which is interesting. Smile, you're on octopus camera. It's had some pretty good scenes of trippiness, and I kind of hope it continues. Because that's really what I want. Oh, great. The bay door has crabs. I hate it when you just want to get in the bay door, but there's crabs. You don't want, you know, to get the crabs. It's rough. You just want to put your submarine through the bay doors, but there's crabs, so you're not gonna do it. Alright, do I need to like manually open it or something? I hope not. Yeah, just crabs all over the hole, which is really gross. You just don't want to risk putting your submarine in there. Oh, a Daruma. Dude, would you guys just chill out? Oh, that's... Yeah. Uh-oh. Do we have to go play with Krabby Boys? Kind of looks like we do, because there's like a path going over. What? It's just crabs near the pod bay doors. Giant, pinchy crabs. Alright, so I guess basements. Get off! Get off! No hentai. No time for hentai. I said no.
They kept the heat up, but the weight and presence of the ocean, you can't shake that. Gets under your nails and gums like your teeth are coming loose.
That's maybe just a you problem, dude. You know, the biggest problem with, like, things like this, even at some of the most complex...
And then at some point it recedes. You might not notice that till you're topside, but it's always there.
Like oil rigs, like, you know, refineries, all this stuff where they have everything in place and be like, you have to follow it. People eventually just get lazy or just forget or ignore it, even though they're in super dangerous things. Like the guy who snuck out to smoke a cigarette at an oil refinery and caused an explosion. Or, you know, like the guy who got a fucking neutron beam through his head. Like, sometimes people just, regardless of protocols, just don't pay attention and bam, everything's fucked. So, yeah, it's more likely people become complacent than... They're like, ugh, I'm constantly on edge, so edgy. Moe's. Also, too, you think this guy... working down here in constrained oxygen for so long and like pressured oxygen for so long, you would eventually, just like people who live in, you know, like high atmosphere areas or low atmosphere areas, would eventually just become used to use less oxygen. You want to try it again? Jerky fish. Look at you, cutie fish. Look at you. There we go. It's okay. It's just Just a room full of bleeding octopus that have died in the water. No big deal. We're on 8% oxygen. You should just really take a big calm down. You know, think about something nice. Maybe like not suffocating. Like, definitely don't think about the crushing pressure and being alone, you know, and the fact that you're probably going to die. Like, just don't let that bother you. You know? Don't think about that weird itch you have behind your ear, but since you're in the helmet, you can't itch it. Don't think about it. You're alright.
So I did. Thought about giving up. With that much time to think about nothing. Just about anyone would. Thing is, the suit's designed to keep you safe, even from yourself. Makes it hard to take the easy way out.
Just take your helmet off. It'll be like 8 guys with sledgehammers hitting you in the head. It'll be pretty quick. Thought that was a thing. Wooden block puzzle, or just a random dodecahedron or whatever that is. Octahedron. I forget what those are called. The spiky version of a 20-sided die. Also, this guy is probably gonna have legs like tree trunks. Be the first person in history to crush a durian in between his legs. This carpet makes it hard to tell if there's a floor.
Does it make it better knowing how bad things really are? The suit keeps out what you need to be afraid of. Only the fear's trapped in there with you, and it's thriving. So yeah, maybe you're safe and dry, but inside you're drowning.
No, Krabby, stay down there. Yay, we got a sub. I'm sure that nothing terrible will happen during this. I'm sure this will be a nice, safe train ride right to the facility.
Signal received. I repeat, signal received. We're headed back to Compass 1. Repeat, we're coming back. We are coming to get you.
You were prepared, but what happened next caught you completely off guard. Can we talk about that?
Train broke. I broke the train. Watch. Probably everybody in the facility is dead. It's just you. Yeah. Hey, this isn't underwater. Wow. A 0 out of 10 game. Lots of flowers. Now the sub's gone. Yep. Let's just walk into the sunset. It is. It's nice and calm. Alabama, there's not enough swamps. Also, I haven't seen a guy drive by in like a pickup truck or a beat-ass old Chevy yet. Well, oh, a bike. Oh, tiny bike. Well. Don't tell me what to do with my pump jets. No, but don't do that. Yeah, Flower was good. I'm surprised they haven't done like a remake bundle with like that and Journey and just a bunch of those. Like they did one near the end
Sorry,
of PS3.
can you repeat the question?
I was hoping you'd talk about the moment when you realized that the ones you collided with were, in fact, the ones you were trying to save.
It was horrible.
Oh.
I mean, the odds of us finding them in the first place were poor. I sure as hell didn't expect to run into them. I don't know. I mean, I never found out who was in the other half of the wreck. Not alive, anyway.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's not a good place down there. I mean, really, this is the closest to hell you can really get. Or that hole in Africa where they mine diamonds that's like obscenely hot. Where it's like workers literally like work for rare earth minerals in like freaking obscenely hot temperatures. It's like 160. And they have like coolers that they have to keep near them. But it's like one of the deepest mines in the world. People call it like the gateway to hell. Oh, that's, yeah, their helmet's cracked, dude. Windshield's cracked. You know what? This path looks pretty nice. Scutler. Is it bad that those giant crabs are kind of making me hungry? I mean, if king crab are pretty fucking big, these must be like emperor daddy crabs. Where are you gonna turn around there, bud? Hey, jellyfish. Lord, Lord. Okay, this is like crab gang area. Really? Wrong side of the trench tracks. Good one, though.
We were talking about protocol. By your own admission, there are instances where you didn't follow procedure. There's your radio and Cora. Granted, this was unprecedented. But as you said, second-guessing puts lives at risk. Do you think the outcome might have been better if you'd just followed the rules?
Well, it might, but there's no way to know that.
Walking coffin. Yes, I am. Do have to say, man, those flares actually light shit up. That is such an oddity in games. Usually flares.
So you're lost and looking for some way out of all of this. And really your only option now is the other habitat, Compass 2. And what's most unsettling to me is you're in this dive suit. You call it a walking coffin. I can't even imagine what that takes.
It takes everything. But when you're losing your strength and your senses, well, like I said, it helps you focus on what little's left.
Hey, walking fart guy, fish fart guy, you better not try to steal that escape pod. The only problem with the post-narrative stuff Oh god, I'm dead. Is that it kind of spoils that you survived it. Also, I thought the path was ending. Oh, I haven't seen the flares distract mean crabs. Maybe it works on the other ones. I don't know. I haven't really fired a flare at an octopus. Where the fuck am I? Oh. So we're back at the start. Let's try the other path this time.
So you're lost and looking for some way out of all of this. And really your only option now is the other habitat, Compass 2. And what's most unsettling to me is you're in this dive suit. You call it a walking coffin. I can't even imagine what that takes.
Please meet up.
It takes everything. But when you're losing your strength
You have no choice.
and your senses, well, like I said, it helps you focus on what little's left.
Butthead fish. You want some? Oh, you're stuck. Oh god, I'm dead again. Because the path suddenly ended there. You know, I think it would be worse if your helmet cracked and then you're like, wait, I'm fine. Like your head doesn't just pop like a grape and now you're like, well, now I'm gonna drown. Worst possible fate. I'm not wasting a flare. Speed run.
So you're lost and looking for some way out of all of this. And really your only option now is the other habitat, Compass 2. And what's most unsettling to me is you're in this dive suit. You call it a walking coffin. I can't even imagine what that takes.
I don't really need this dialogue
It
repeatedly
takes
playing.
everything. But when you're losing your strength and your senses, well, like I said, it helps you focus on what little's left.
So I feel like the path keeps changing. I hope he isn't telling his psychiatrist or whoever she is about seeing the fish part ghost man. There we go. Because that might be a few signs that it's time to stop. Oh, look at little Dumbos. Little Dumbo octopus. Just floating away. Also, there are flower petals in the water now. like that the shadows are moving in here. Leopold Faye. This is an awfully inconvenient place to get buried. I mean, think about funeral seating. Probably not great. At least someone left you a bike. Let's go this way. It's over here. Oh, I thought it was a porta potty. Figured. I didn't know if, because as silly as it sounds, in games like these, 2 lefts don't, or 3 lefts don't necessarily mean it's a U-turn. Time to stop. Hey, this time's moving backwards. Literally nothing that way. And I'm gonna die and have to repeat this whole hallucination section again. Nope, I did it. You could say, I beat the clock.
Even setting that aside, so much about your ordeal is almost beyond most people's comprehension. Were you ready for this? Or were you lucky?
No luck.
You mentioned possibilities. Does a part of you wonder where you'd be if you'd never gone down there in the first place?
Not really. I mean, that kind of thinking won't get you anywhere.
Not the place you want to be. was weird. The footsteps continued even after I stopped moving. Yeah, fuck off. So you can actually like block it before they bite you. It's more effective. In the mouth of madness. Got pinched. Impervious to knife blows. But what about a nice steam and butter? Hmm? Man, now I want some crab.
Even setting that aside, so much about your ordeal is almost beyond most people's comprehension. Were you ready for this? Or were you lucky?
No.
Oh, I was ready.
No
I
luck.
practiced this.
You mentioned possibilities. Does a part of you wonder where you'd be if you'd never gone down there in the first place?
Not really. I mean, that kind of thinking won't get you anywhere.
A rabbit's foot. Did not realize there was a person there. No.
I'm not proud of some of the things I did. But I'm not leaving anything out. I can't.
Did he kill other divers to take their oxygen? Because that would be pretty cool. I mean, it's not cool, but, you know, it'd be an interesting twist. It's more like he went bonkers and decided to cause some havoc. Alright, can we not pick the gigantic crab hole this time? I say the gigantic crab hole's fine. Dude, stop chewing through your oxygen.
The last day of third grade, we drive down to the dock. She points at her watch, tells me, close your eyes. She puts her hand on my chest, says 10 seconds, and then I'm falling.
What the fuck? Why did your teacher take you out to the docks and do some weird thing?
I'm gonna drown. I mean, I'm sure of it. She's shouting, not to interfere. 10 seconds later, her hand's on mine, pulling me up. The next day we go again. Only now it's 15. I'm up all night watching the clock, trying to count 20 on the dot. I knew so long as I, hold out. 40 seconds, 45, she'd come. And one day she didn't. My first thoughts, maybe I messed up the count. My second thoughts, I'm on my own. I open my eyes and the sun's behind her. But I know that shape, it's familiar. Arms crossed, staring down at me.
Okay, give me my flares. %69 oxygen. Nice. There's a lot of barrels and garbage down here.
Anyway, by the time I climb onto the dock, she's already home.
The fuck? Seriously, I really don't know what kind of weird abusive teacher he had. That's some weird shit. I understand if she said, like, my diving coach or something like that. Actually, when I was a kid, I used to do stupid stuff. Yeah. And I used to always try to dive, like, all the way down to a pool, see how long I could, like, hold my breath. It was always, like, thrilling for me. And then I watched people do, like, sport diving and free diving, and I was like, yeah, hell no.
Methane is a greenhouse gas, one of the most potent. Other industrial disasters may have been more severe, but Oceanova was groundbreaking, like you said. It could be years before we know all the consequences. We might never understand the ecological impact. It was very expensive, and 19 people died. Like it or not, you're the human face of all this. So what do you say to your critics?
I believe in what we were doing.
But was it worth the cost?
And I'll tell you the truth, I love the water. If I had a pool, I would probably swim all the time. I love that shit. Oh, I want that oxygen. Yeah, so I'm not coming back here. What are you doing here? Body crab? Okay. Also, and B, wouldn't you want to go swimming in the ocean? Like, go out, you know, like half a mile out to sea and then hop on out of the boat, go for a little swim. See, that isn't scary, that's just stupid. I've done it. It is a little terrifying. The thought that really the oxygen in your lung and you kicking the boat and keeping you from sinking down. God knows how far. But in general, I'm not one of those people that's afraid of that. Just the same as I'm not afraid of space. The suffocation, yeah, but not so much the fear of falling in that sense. Okay, so what do we need? Do we just flick them all on? Okay. Uh-oh. Can we reset them? Okay. So let's do... Okay, not that much. I don't know how much the thing actually needs. I assume everything will be fine. Probably. Okay. There's no way of telling.
You're an engineer. You're a problem solver.
Okay.
You value logic and precision. You talk a lot about times, distances, values, and yet there were some challenges you couldn't solve.
Numbers are easy. It's people that are complex. Numbers bring things into focus. No gray areas to distract you from getting things into perspective.
Numbers are artificial. No, no, no. You stop that. No, don't you inky at me. Bad cuttlefish. Don't cuddle my face. Also, by the way, the flickering is in-game. It's not anything else. It's weird because even though it's pass-through, it happens to me, then it happens a second later on OBS. It's weird. I guess they do it as like a weird thing, or it's like a clipping thing. Not really sure why it's happening. Or if it's meant to be like a scare effect. Which I guess is only really frightening if you have, you know... Uh-oh. Whatever it is, where you have seizures from flashing lights. Then this might be a little bad. That's the thing I'll never get, too. They love giving math problems that are just things you'd never have to solve. Bunch of inky in there. A sticky situation. He's also steadily getting better at performing with the knife. That's not just me. Like, he's not being a dummy. Oh, there you go. Excuse me? Just get in the hole, dude. Really? Okay. Okay, another big golden boy there. There's a lot of octopi in there. What we're doing now? How is this helpful? I have no idea where I'm going, so I thought maybe it'd be the body that was frozen there and it would thaw, but wait, that's where I could already get to. Oh, I don't need oxygen right now. Oh. Mr. Pickle Pants here. There we go. Wee little access cards.
Does it get easier answering all the same questions?
That's
People
very
ask
true.
all kinds of questions. What they ask says a lot about their character. especially when it comes to casualties.
So what's the response when they do ask about the gory details?
I oblige. See which way they want to take it. I mean, what people don't get is that they don't want me to keep going. Not really. There's only so much blood and guts people can take before they lose their appetite. Everyone has their limits.
Yep. Brand new shiny computer. Fart, man, I thought we were friends. Uh-oh, this again. Uh-oh. Iceman cometh. Yeah, I kind of hope it gets here like Friday or something. Or at least Saturday morning, so we can get it all set up. And then you can do Goose Game. And also be able to stream Shark without having to use PlayStation's streaming app. Which is really frustrating.
You're very candid when describing some circumstances. Times when you felt crippled with fear, coming across the bodies of friends and colleagues.
Yeah.
It's clear you care, but there's an undercurrent of detachment in the way you present some of the more difficult moments. Was that your intention?
No, I've heard that before. I just did my best to paint a clear picture.
Hey,
when it comes to empathy, there's no manual for that.
Deep blue sea, never stop exploring. Knowing the signs of depression. Yeah, I really hope it does. I just really want to help you get it all set up, even if you're just streaming on your PlayStation. Please get, you know, all the Windows starter stuff, all the stuff installed while you stream. I'm perfectly fine with that. Get everything all ready and happy for you. I mean, obviously not some of your settings from your PC and stuff like that, but at least get most of it set up. Oh, Big 12 was watching. 2019. Man, this guy must have an ancient calendar. That's a nice touch. They added like the consumer electronic stuff. And the was United Electric. Ignore the jellyfish man. Dead end. Deja vu.
I have to ask again. Was it luck?
Conditioning.
Okay, so perfect, you're trying.
Conditioning and discipline. That's how I got down there in the first place, and that's how I got out. It's about keeping tethered to the task. You don't let yourself forget about the reality around you. You can't.
I'm getting the feeling we've done this before. Evacuation pod everywhere. Oh yeah, my other computer, my green computer, which is like basically just meant as like a video player, and really it was just meant as like a media computer. I had to update the shit out of that. I probably had like 27, 28 updates I had to do. Hey, oxygen. Oh. Schrodinger. I like how things aren't always contiguous as we go. Enter 5-digit PIN security code. Okay, you're definitely going crazy. Hey, Dark Elf. Oh, cuttlefish. How'd you get in the water cooler? That's not good for you. Things don't go wrong, don't go with them. Things go wrong, don't go with them. Yeah, that's usually pretty good advice. Cosmos is within us. No, the cosmos is everywhere and we're made of it. Don't be stupid. Oh. Saw 6. Coming up to the cake. Unless the pictures is supposed to be the first one. Side. Anything that would indicate numbers? I know, right? Under the pressure, it just blew up. find any number is important. Find me something the other 8 numbers. I really like the music here. The ambient sound. Six. 0. That's my next thing. It's just weird because you kind of have to go in a rotation. See if there's anything correlative. Because I literally looked at the microwave and it gave me a number. Okay, that's the word one. Cipher. What? Cipher. That's a 0. Nothing on the floor, can't really see. So I can't tell if the beeps are random or... Oh, 5? Oh, there's a 1 in the locker. I saw that. So 36105. Oh god. This thing better work again. Hell yeah. Oh, awesome. I expected you to type it in, but that's fine. Yeah, I expected them actually to make you manually type it in somehow. But I guess that prevents people from cheating on it. Like, just typing in the passcode and skipping the whole thing. Wait. Hopefully this just looks similar to the other server room. Okay.
You saw terrible things. And even if you made it to the surface, you couldn't count on being rescued. I mean, I'd have lost my mind. Did you ever feel like you were losing it just a little?
No. When they found me, I'd been floating on the surface for at least 5 hours. I talked with therapists and trauma experts for months. Said I was hiding the hurt. But it's not true. I made mistakes down there, yes, but did I lose my mind? No. No way.
Yeah, he was calm and cool and only imagined a few crazy things. I mean, he really got by with his friend Terry, who lives in his eyebrow. Yep, normal things. Yeah, for sure. Nibble on his face later. The Iceman got me again. Whenever I can, like, shoot a flare at him, he'll be like, it burns. Or is this just taking me to, like, the next loading zone chapter? Good question. Can I like flare? Really needs to chill out. But if I just play it cool, I'll be alright. Iceman everywhere.
This entire experience is defined by the fact that you came back alone. Your story started with 20 people, but ends with one. So when it comes to telling those stories, you're the only one who can.
Yeah. There's a responsibility to get things right. For the record.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm surprised they can survive here with all the methane. Methane ice is usually pretty poisonous to most life. Never go. Knife, you fool. I like you and all octopi, but well, can't reach that one. I was waiting for the lift to. Pretty much just the disaster that happened at the beginning. It's a methane drilling rig. Yeah, an earthquake destroyed everything. He's also clearly suffering from some sort of delusion. Oh, safe boy. Fartman does. His hot green toots can put out warm even the coldest of ices. Unlimited thrust enabled. Fartman. Yeah. This is pod racing. I've been blessed by his mighty bean and cabbage soup. In my case, with extra carrots.
Here, you know,
Side of deviled eggs.
you're stressed. Breathing hard.
And now I want deviled eggs.
All good. Let's try in reverse.
It's gonna turn out to be his fault.
Welcome back, my friend.
Wait.
Hey. You alright?
Yeah.
Come on, let's get back to the head.
Okay.
Welcome back to Open Air. I'm Emily Kaler. If you're just joining us, my guest is Kip Mattis, sole survivor of the Oceanova disaster. His first book, Hell or High Water, is a harrowing account of his ordeal. Earlier, we talked about the life aquatic, escaping the flooded habitat, and being lost on the seafloor inside a half-ton titanium diving suit.
Might as well get it while I'm here. Spare parts. Not yours. Hello. Okay. Okay, for that, let's see. Is there anything in the office? Can we steal some paper clips?
Kip, I know this might not be easy,
guy did this. Wonder if he did.
but I'd
Oprah.
like to talk about the end. Can you read that for
Jenny
us?
Jones.
Yeah. The list is getting shorter. The hatch opens with its usual reluctance, flooding the room with light. The pod is there. I'm going home. Tomorrow I'll be the sole survivor. But for now, I'm not alone.
How did you feel when you figured it out?
At that point, and that close, I was running on fear. So when I saw another suit in the room, it's almost too much to process. I couldn't believe that it was...
Virgil? Is that you?
Virgil made it. Just like me.
How did you get? I thought everyone was...
Only I'm locked inside the pod and he's locked out.
Can you hear me? I can't stop the launch. There's no override.
He's not coming back.
Oh, God. I'm sorry.
And that's on me.
30 seconds to evacuation.
So are you saying that if you did something differently, that Virgil would have lived?
That's right. Until I saw him. Fear in his eyes. I thought I was the only one. It was a bad call.
Evacuation in 5,
This can't be happening.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Evacuation commencing.
No, 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 no.
You didn't kill him.
Really? Who did? Bad luck? I'm responsible. Look, I'm up here talking with you, and he's still out there.
Okay, gotta admit, that was a good ending. I'll be honest. Oh, this is an automated ride. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good for being short and sweet. I mean, some stuff they could have made a little better. Like, the murder crabs were a little too much. No. It was only $10, so that's not bad at all. For $10, that's not a bad deal at all. I mean, I'm not disappointed. Yeah. I mean, even for like $20, this isn't a bad game. It's still interesting. The effects were pretty nice. I think the way it moved and stuff like that, I think it was really good. It's a good question. I'll check to see if there's anything at the end here. I actually watched someone do a little horror jam game thing today, and at some point I should get it and play it for everybody, because they're actually really clever. Really good little just mini horror games, like, you know, only like an hour of gameplay for each of them.
Kip, it's been more than a year since all this happened. You wrote a book and told your story. Are you ready to be done?
Yeah. It's time to move on. Get myself working again.
Kip Mattis, thank you so much for spending time with me today.
Thanks for having me, Emily.
Open air unlocked. I guess it probably has like a, hey, check out our game, here's infinite air or infinite thrust kind of thing. Oh no, open air is just that. So I guess this is all the crew you can get. Did I get all the crew ones? Nope. Didn't even see those bodies. I thought I grabbed his. Okay, the wooden puzzle. So let's see. Okay, so maybe it's in reverse. People I didn't find. R.A. Phelan was the one that I was looking for in the beginning and never found him. So I guess there's probably multiple paths then. I wonder if these are like crew members or like people who made the game or people who are involved with it, or they just hired people to be faces for the characters. Yeah, so that's who you play as. Virgil Faye. Oh. You can actually see all the stuff you're missing. Which makes me wonder if there's... What's that? 25 bucks? It makes me wonder if there's like multiple ways to go through it. Because that would be kind of interesting. So let's see. Apparently there are. I have to change my settings because my TV is a dumb TV, not a smart TV. So it thinks that my PlayStation is hooked up somewhere else. So when I hit my PlayStation button, it changes off. Okay, retrieve ID cards from each member. And the personal facts. Locate unlucky Uzor while your world's turned upside down. Okay, wander the light at the end of the tunnel. Locate the lifeless mother cuttlefish surrounded by her spawn. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, looks like it's only some golds. Rim shot. Evade an octopus's ink blast. Use a flare to distract a cuttlefish. And defeat an anglerfish. No. It's just the one default setting, and that's it. So it'll always be the same. So yeah, it's mostly finding stuff. So you could probably get the trophies pretty quickly. Did you miss the ending? I have to change this again. Let's go ahead and do this. And now I gotta change it back. So, we're doing this. Look what's here. So I'm going to start that one. I kind of want to do another game in between. Because not, I think it's this next Wednesday, or is it the Wednesday after? Let me grab my phone, wherever it's disappeared to this time. There it is. I want to see here. Okay, now look at my calendar. So, I want to do something short for the... Yes, I do. Yeah, basically, NB, what happened is the character you're playing as isn't the one narrating. The one narrating you end up seeing in the last escape pod going away, and he feels regretful that you had to stay and die. So the character you play as is doomed. Unless there's another path, but I highly doubt it because they'd probably have a trophy for it. Yeah, the 17th is the Pokemon expansion, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to play that when that comes out. Because... No, it's good. You play it from an opposite narrative. It's a clever twist. At least it's not like, oh, I imagined the whole thing in the end or something like that. But, yeah. Play some other short stuff. So I figure I'd do this while we're waiting. So we have, Yakuza Kiwami, which the second one will be the Wednesday after, because I imagine I'll probably chew through, so it'll probably be the 24th is when I'll start Yakuza Kiwami 2. But in the meantime, we have a lot of games that I can go through. Yeah, let's do this, and bam. So let's just, instead of me reading titles, 10 Second Ninja X, I have no idea what that is. I might do one where I just hop between a bunch of games. Well, I think it did a good job of hyping you up to think that this guy survived and doing the predictable, like, oh no, I'm reading this from the backlog. But then being like, no, you're the guy who failed. I think it was kind of clever. I mean, it's better than some of the endings that people put on stuff. For such a short game, I think it was probably the best ending they could have come up with without it being really bad. I already played Among the Sleep on stream. 2064, never gonna play that. That, from what I've heard it's terrible and it's annoying hipster. No idea what 99 Vidayas is. I got it for free. Same thing with 10 Second Ninja. Aru's Awakening looked good, but it has the worst controls ever. Like absolute AIDS controls that it makes it unplayable. It's pretty and neat, but it's crap. Like it sucks. It won awards, but it controlling it is like the worst. I don't know how anybody plays it. Apparently the PC version is way better because you can just do it with a mouse, which makes more sense. But they have this weird, like, you have to hold L2, R2, and do different things with the joysticks to make him jump in different directions and then teleport, and it was just... It was bad. Air Mech Arena is a glorified fucking mobile game. Alien Isolation I already did, and it was meh. I already did both the Amnesia games. Among the Sleep I did like... God, like 2 years ago? A year ago? It was good. I mean, it's short with Mr. Creepy Bear, and that was it. Another World I got for free, which I played the original one. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Another World, which is a classic PC game, and I hate it because I could never get very far in it. Pantheon is meh. Armello's okay, but not a good stream game, I'll be honest. Ugh. Already did Astroneer. I would do Axiom Verge because it's a neat game. What? Yeah, it was okay. Axiom Verge is neat, but I don't know. It's weird. Back to Bed is just a puzzle game. Batman the Telltale, Bioshock Infinite, pure garbage. One of the worst games I've ever played. It's on the list. Bioshock 1, meh. Bioshock 2, I could play through them in like a single stream. Like, no problem. Bloodborne is great, but I'm not really going to play that on stream because there's a lot of grinding. I already did Blue Estate with my cousin, like, God, 3 years ago when he was staying with us. 2 years ago. Something like that. Never played Bound. That's some weird dancer game. Like, I don't know what it's about. Much longer. Well, like 4 years ago. Jeez. Boundless pissed me off. You know why? Because it's like Minecraft, but it's very clever, and there's whole beautiful worlds set up, but they're empty. And there's like a player base of like 20 people who play it. And they're all like insular and don't have any interest. And you actually have to pay for like plots and stuff, which is kind of dumb. But it's not intuitive at all. But I started enjoying it, but then I realized that the world in it is for the most part dead. So if you don't have a community in it, it's pointless to play. Something like that. It was a long time ago when he stayed with us for a week. So that was like a long time ago when we did Surgeon Simulator and Blue Estate. Broken Age is good, but I got the bug at the end of the game, so you can't beat it. And that was really annoying. The wire puzzle that can break the game. And if you don't get a specific thing in the right order, it can break. So fuck Broken Age. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was. I thought it was when he stayed here with us. It could have been American Avenue, but I don't remember. Bulletstorm? I don't know. I might play that at some point as just a quick short stream. I didn't particularly like it, but it's kind of funny. No idea what Burly Men at Sea is. Forget Call of Duty. I got them all for free. Already did Cave Digger. Child of Light was weird. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah. City Skyline I got for free, but I'll never play. I've debated playing Claire, but I'm waiting for Big Fatty Plus to stop playing it, so I'm not like stepping on his toes. Contrast was a launch title practically. Pretty good. Counter Spy was meh. Crimson Land was big meh. Did Crystal Rift. Never played Curses and Chaos. Dark Souls 3 is Dark Souls. Never understood the obsession with Darksiders. Never played it. Like, people either obsess about it or they're like, I hate it. Day of the Tentacle remastered. I played, I think, in one stream. But I don't even know if it's still up. It was eh. The remaster was just meh. Dead by Daylight, Elinari plays enough of, and I have no interest. Already played Dead Effect 2. Dead Nation Apocalypse Edition, pretty good. Twin stick shooter. Delirious and I played it for a little bit, but then we got bored of it and it kept crashing. Let's ignore Kojimbo's game. Deus Ex, boring. The new Deus Ex games, honestly, they bore me to death. Divinity was good, but Delirious and I broke it. Don't Knock Twice is broken. Don't Starve. Honestly, Don't Starve as like, you know, the indie kind of like Minecraft, Terraria, like Dungeons of Dreadmore, Binding of Isaac, those type of games. It's fun, but Don't Starve honestly gets really boring at the end. Like I've almost beaten it, but it's like a ridiculous amount of hurdles you have to go through to actually beat the stupid game. Doom already did on stream. Dragon fin soup was the weirdest, like, I think it was like $5 or it was free or something. It was a game that conceptually tried but was not very good. Dragon Quest Builders was a good try. Drawn to Death petered out. Dungeon Punks can go fuck itself. Entwined I have no interest in playing. Ether 1 is interesting, but I don't know if they've optimized it yet. Warzone update for Valkyrie. I could do Everybody's Gone to Rapture because it's interesting, but if you miss anything, it doesn't make any sense. So that's kind of eh. But Extreme Exorcism, never played. I might play that as like a short one. I think maybe next stream we'll do, like next Wednesday, we'll just do a whole bunch of short games. Just like, let's try this out. Yeah, I'm deciding what I'm going to do for like next Wednesday, Thursday streams. Just do some short stuff. Fez is a great game, but Fez would be like 5-6 streams. It's pretty long, and it's neat. I honestly suggest if you like platformers and old school platformers, Fez is honestly like one of the best games to play. Far Cry Primal, that was such a mess. Really not really a good game. I like Far Cry less and less the more I play of them. Firewatch I already played. Foul Play is like a group game. Fork Knife. For Honor, meh. Friday the 13th, meh. People rave about Fury, but I don't know. I played it for like 5 minutes and didn't get into it. Same thing with Futuridium. Telltale Game of Thrones, boring. We want Fortnite. This version of Gauntlet, Delirious and I played, and we beat it, and then we're like, wait, that was it? And it was really short. But this was a long time ago. We were looking for things to play after Borderlands 2, and we played this, Diablo, and something else, and we beat them all like really quickly. Or it was after Divinity? Yeah. I know. It was so short. I was like, really? That's it? Like, we didn't even max out our characters and got to the end. And like the last boss was just like stupid insta-kill if you're like in a specific place but you don't know where exactly that is. Gems of War is great, but it's better on mobile, I'll be honest. Goat Simulator I already dicked around with on stream. God of War 3, I play God of War 1, that's all I need. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, it was not a good Gauntlet game. I think it was just a cash grab. Gone Home is really good, and I don't know if I've played that on stream. I don't think I have. It's a good game, but it's like a horror, not horror. And like I'll remember most of it, but I don't know. It's okay. I could probably do it like Narcosis in a single stream. It's not long, but Gone Home is like a classic. Don't know what Grand Kingdom is. Grand Theft Auto 5 is not really a great stream game, I'll be honest. Unless you're doing like PC doing RP stuff, which is hilarious. GTA RP is hilarious. Grow Home, it is an RPG? I thought it was like a fighting game. I got it for free a while ago, so I just was like, okay. Grow Home. So, a long time ago, when PS4 was still... That's weird. Free online parts? Interesting. Grow Home came out, and there was you could vote on PlayStation to vote which one of the 3 games would be free. And Grow Home looked to be the worst of the 3, but people are like, oh my god, it looks so good. And then it came out, and honestly, it's the shittiest game I've ever played. It has clunky physics. It bugs out, and you just fall through stuff, and it's really not an appealing game. And people were like, it's so great, I'm so glad I got it. And I was like, no, I'd rather have one of the other games. It was like the worst PlayStation Plus offering. Guacamelee, which is a great series. Like, I have nothing bad to say about Guacamelee at all. I mean, it's just a fighting Metroidvania. Can't go wrong. With a good sense of style and flair. Don't know what Gunhouse is. Already played Heavy Rain. Already played Heroes of Monkey Tavern. Played more than enough Hitman for like 3 lifetimes. Already played I Am Brad. I have no idea what In Space We Brawl is. Infamous First Light was really meh. Infamous to me is just like a crappier version, a more comic book crappier version of oh my god, we were talking about this game the other day. The one with Alex Mercer, where he's like a creature. I can see the box art, but I can never remember the name. But it was like a crappier version of that. And then Infamous Second Son, which I played through and was really short and was kind of meh. The character was like trying so hard to be so edgy, it hurt. No. The one where like the city's falling apart and he's infected with a virus that causes him to like mutate into some weird monster. So he has like tentacles and shit. But he has like no memory of how he got infected. And then the world's like falling apart around him and he's the only person who's like aware. Yeah, Prototype. Prototype. Never think of it as being called Prototype. Yeah, I already played Infinity Runner. Invasion is like a weird 3D movie. It's really cute in VR, but that's it. Invisible Ink is a tactics game like Shadowrun, except it's really crappy. Like, everything you have to like micromanage, and it's fucking annoying. Real fucking annoying. Invoker's Tournament, it was a free-to-play garbage, you know, games though. Like Invisible Ink, cool name, yeah. Or Prototype. Invokers is just, it's like all of those, oh god, what are they called? MOBAs. It's just like another generic MOBA, and it's not very good. Journey, I've already played on stream. Oh yeah. Or like a Thief's Guild, Invisible Ink. For Shadowrun, that would be freaking great. Killzone Shadowfall, which I don't think I've ever played any of the Killzone games on stream, which I probably should. I should probably see if the store even has them. Or if I can download them. Because I know I have Killzone 1 and 2. But I would play through the entire series. I love them. Killzone 3 is kind of eh. And Shadowfall is kind of interesting, but not as good as the original trilogy. King Oddball, eh. Still haven't been able to return this game. This piece of shit broken game. Oh yeah, well I get so many weird games for free, like King Oddball I got for free. But yeah, this stupid game I've tried to return, and PlayStation's still like, oh, we don't have any representatives available to talk to you, or, oh, this isn't available. That and the Penn and Teller game, I've been going on about that I want my fucking money back for them because they're both rip-offs. And generally deceptive. But I'm going to keep trying. I'm probably going to try again in like another week or so once everything settles down, if it ever does. Kitten Squad, the broken PETA game where all you do is constantly murder your main cat because you actually can't get past a certain point in the game. It's fundamentally broken. And they never bothered to patch it. Knack, the best game ever made. Laser Disco Defenders, have no idea what that is. Same thing with Laser League. Played Layers of Fear. Let It Die was a bad game made well with lots of microtransactions and premium bullshit, and I see why people love it, but I can't stand it, and I thought it was annoying and tedious. It's like a Dark Souls game that keeps shifting around. It's kind of like The Surge. Just kind of eh. Lichdom Battle Mage was a game that had a great trailer and all this other great stuff, and there are people who are like obsessed with it, played it, and it's fucking trash. I hate it. It was I played like halfway through it and it was just repetitive garbage. Life is Strange was good until the ending. Can't go wrong with Little Big Planet, but that's another freebie. I feel bad that I haven't played it because I loved the first Little Big Planet, and Little Big Planet 2 was pretty good. But I don't know. I think I've moved on from them. And plus it would be me and Delirious playing it. Maybe we'll do a dual stream of Little Big Planet at some point and just get through it. Lords of the Fallen I wanted to play, but I never have. I know people that rave about it and people say they hate it. So, I don't know. Lovely Planet I did a stream of a long time ago. Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetime is weird. I haven't played it, but I've seen enough trailers of it. Yeah. It's on the list. It's just one of those games that's like, I'm never quite in the mood for Little Big Planet. It would have to be like a Sunday stream or something, and we just play Little Big Planet for a long time. Mad Max. Never played it. Got it for free. Mafia games. Poor man's Grand Theft Auto with more racist slurs. Let's be serious. That's Mafia games in a nutshell. I saw like a few Twitch clips of Mafia games where they probably said like 20 different racial epithets within like 5 minutes, and the guy's just like, oh my god, I need to stop playing this game. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, poor man's Grand Theft Auto that tries to be more edgy. Magica 2, which was good, but it's balls hard. Delirious and I played it for a little bit. It was good. It's just, it's fucking hard as nails. At least on console. And it's really built for like playing with 4 players, not just 2 players. So it's kind of rough. Mass Effect Andromeda, which I will play at some point. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we had spent some time and we had all done platinums for Little Big Planet, and her ex deleted her account. Yeah, I will play it. I will play Mass Effect Andromeda. I just I want better time to do it. Yakuza at least gets the stress out. Playing something like this would just bother me more because I'd be like, ugh. Because I find Mass Effect really tedious. Really tedious. Like, I don't know. Mercenary Kings was a terrible game that was broken. And I got stuck in something and I couldn't quit out of the menu because my character was falling. And I hard quit out of it, went to play it again, and I had lost all of my progress because I couldn't save. So I was like, well, I'll try a little bit more, and then it was just more garbage. It was not a good game. Metal Gear Solid 5, never gonna play that. I'll be honest, Metal Gear Solid is not my cup of tea. I've played 2 Metal Gear Solid games, and I respect them for what they are, but they're not my game. Mighty Number 9, which I'll probably play at some point just because, for memes. Mousecraft, which was not very good. Never Alone, which I played on stream. Did I? I don't know if... I think I played this by myself. No, I definitely played this on stream. Because I remember complaining about the dog dying all the time, or the fox dying all the time. Neverwinter, Ninja Senkai DX, which is another one of those, like, modern retro games. No Time to Explain, it's okay. Nom Nom Galaxy, a game that had potential, but it was ruined by forced objectives. And I didn't really appreciate that. I already did No Way Out. Octodad I already did. Oddworld's a good one, but Oddworld is fucking brutal. And this wasn't bad. New and Tasty wasn't that bad. I hate Ali Ali and Ali Ali 2, but I got them for free. Onigiri was a terrible MMO. Like cheap MMO that tried to microtransaction the fuck out of you. And the combat was pretty terrible. Pretty sure I already played Outlast on stream. Pretty sure I did. I don't remember if I did or not. Outlast 2 I have, but I don't think I'll ever play it, to be honest. I've seen people play it, and most of the consensus is that it's pretty fucking annoying. Overcooked, basically a mobile game. Path of Exile sucks asshole on console. Want to Return, Penn and Teller. Pixel Junk Shooter, which is a classic if you like shooters. PlanetSide 2. Plants and Zombies Garden Warfare I played for a little bit. It was weird. It was basically like PlanetSide, but with Plants vs. Zombies, so you could play as a zombie or a plant. It was neat, but man, it was microtransaction hell because EA. Also, Psycho Pass, they just gave it away. I don't get why. I've never seen Psycho Pass, so I don't know anything about the anime, which is just weird, champ. Qbert rebooted, who cares? Race the Sun, eh. Rock and Ruin was good, but it's broken, and the dev team never fixed it, so you can get stuck in places, and then it's just borked, and that's it. I really liked it, but they just ruined it at the end. Classic Ratchet and Clank. Rayman Legends, which I'll never understand why people like Rayman. Rebel Galaxy Space Trucker game, let's be honest. I already did Red Matter. Resident Evil 7 I should play. Like Resident Evil 7 definitely feels like something I should play on stream. Do VR stream of it sometime. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Although I do know that a lot of people watch Psycho Pass on YouTube because apparently it's available, just not in America or Japan. So, I don't know, maybe you can find it on YouTube Korea. Resogun is a game that Delirious is really good at and I'm okay at. Never played Rigs, but it's basically VR mech basketball, kind of. Like, I think I played like 2 rounds of it and I got bored of it. Don't know what Rhyme's about. Don't know what Rocket Birds 2 Evolution is about. Yeah. Rogue Aces, which I assume is just a remake of old Rogue Aces games. Roundabout, where you play as a limo that spins around all the time. It's like the Japanese stick puzzle games, the ones that I did on Game Boy Advance, where like the stick spins around, but you have to get it in, like in a slot as it turns to like make an arc, so you don't hit the sides. It's like that. There was one I played on PlayStation when I was doing the PlayStation randoms, and one of them was like that, where I couldn't hit the sides or it would like buzz, but it was like a game show. Basically, it's the same thing as that, just with a limo and British people. SON was meh. Saints Row, the controls in this were terrible. Not really a big fan of Saints Row. No, it's like you have a stick that's spinning around, but like things are set up so only when you turn the stick a certain way will you avoid the edges, kind of thing. So it's kind of like threading a needle, but the needle's constantly spinning. Yeah. Salt and Sanctuary, which is okay. It was a weird 2D Soulsborne game. Shadow of the Colossus is Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, really, what's more to say about it? Already did Shadow Warrior. Already did Shimi. Skulls of the Shogun, which is a horrible game. Sniper Elite 4, eh. Already did Soma. Sonic Forces, Space Lords Online Only. Splice, which is a puzzle game. Yeah, Furry Time. That's the Don't Skip Leg Day game. Starblood Arena, eh. That's like an online shmups game. SteamWorld Dig. Don't know why people obsess about SteamWorld. I fucking hate SteamWorld. I did not enjoy it when I played it. It was just annoying. Steep, snowboarding game, who cares? Stellaris, I'm not going to play. It's boring to watch, I'll be honest. Like, I like watching it, but man, it is fucking boring. But I watched it because it was boring. Like, bedtime watching stuff. Pretty sure I already did Stick It to the Man. Stories, The Path of Destinies. Now that's a furry game. You literally play as like a heroic fox thing. It was weird, like isometric, kind of like Sonic 3D Blast style isometric, in terms of like the weird angling where you can't really tell where you are. It was not a particularly good game. Strafe, which is better on PC. Strike Suit Zero, which was Strike Suit Zero is like a mech combat game, but then they force you to do certain like you have to change your mech to accomplish certain things, and when you switch, it's like all of your controls change, everything changes, and it's fucking annoying. Yeah. It's the exact same kind. It's like the one person who really loved 3D Blast. Decided to make a whole game based like it. But yeah, Strike Suit Zero is good, but it's also bad. And also enemies can like hit you out of nowhere, and it's annoying. Strike Vector EX, some sort of mech combat game. Styx, Master of Shadows, which is a good stealth action game, but I'll be honest, I'd rather play it on PC where there are less loading times, because the PlayStation 4 load times are fucking stupid long. I never beat it because there's a point where there's like a high risk of dying or like failing the mission. And then there was like, so I'd maybe play the mission for like a minute, and then there'd be like 4 minutes of loading time. And I was like, nope, fuck this. And then I think I went back like a year later and I got close to the end again, or I beat it. I don't remember what exactly. I'm pretty sure I beat it, but I remember quitting it because I was so pissed off at the load times. Already did Super Exploding Zoo, which was meh. It was like cute but short, basically a mobile game. Already did Surgeon Simulator. Already did Surviving Mars, which, God, I still love Surviving Mars. Did Tacoma. Tales from the Borderland. I could care the fuck about fan service for Borderlands. Fan service from Borderlands is AIDS and has ruined Borderlands in many ways. Tearaway, which is something Delirious wants to play, and I think it's neat, but I wouldn't play it, I'll be honest. Art stuff. Not on. I don't know if they fixed it on console. But they fixed it on PC, because on PC it's fucking magical. It's great. But PS4, it's still not great. It's still slow, and if you build your colony too big, it crashes, and you can't get it to uncrash. Like, if you just start up a new game, it'll just crash. Or if you start up that game again, it'll just crash after like 30 seconds, or it'll instantly crash on loading. So it kind of sucks. Banner Saga's good until the end. Then it's just tedious, and they just like try to be like, "Heh, we'll be as cheap as hell." And if any of your characters die, that's it. Ha ha ha, prank. Oh, did one of your characters die because you got a critical hit from a monster that managed to somehow get close to them? Oh, well, that's funny. Haha. Haha. Worst ending. Haha. The Bridge, which I don't know what that is. Deadly Tower Monsters, I did a short stream of it, and it was not particularly great. I did the Dear God on stream. Did the Impatient. Last of Us? Huh? I've debated playing Last of Us on stream, because I haven't streamed it. I don't know if you guys are interested in it at all, especially with the current controversy. Magic Circle is fucking terrible on stream. I would never punish you with that on stream. The Order 1886? I could beat it in less than a stream. I already did Savior's Gang. That was a fun time. Sims, not going to do that. I already did Swords of Disappointment. Swords of Ditto. Swapper, eh. It's interesting, but man, it gets boring quick. The Surge, maybe, but it's not short. That's like if I feel like a Soulsborne, but that's after I played Lords of the Fallen. It's like in the list. Unfinished Swan, beautiful game. I recommend everybody play Unfinished Swan. Plus, I think it's like $3 or something now. Witch in the 100 Night, good, but man, is it repetitive. It's like super repetitive to the point of like getting irritating. And also the worst level up grind ratio ever. Witcher 3 I already did on stream. The Witness, I think I did on stream. This War of Mine, The Little Ones, is a fucking terrible game. And it's just basically meant to be like, how many ways can we tell you that this war-torn area is terrible? How many children can we throw into a meat grinder? Like, that's pretty much all it is. It's like a child torture porn simulator. It's fucking weird. It's like, oh no, the child's starving again. It's fucking terrible. That's all I'm gonna say. Tiny Brains, good launch title, or good near launch title for PlayStation. It was neat. It's like a cooperative puzzle game. Titan Souls, interesting but short. Titanfall 2, neat. Maybe I'll play it on stream because it's not that long of a game. But not really that hyped. Just because it has some cool moments, but that's pretty much it. But I'd rather play Killzone than Titanfall. Tower of Guns, great game. Already beat it on stream. Towerfall I played for like 5 minutes and got really bored of it. Trackmania is some free garbage game I don't care about. Transformers Devastation, got for free. It's basically a kaiju mecha game. Trials Fusion, don't give a shit about. Still want to play through all the Trine games. Maybe I'll do that with Delirious at some point, just play through all the Trine games. Tropico's good, but get it on PC. Trove is meh. Don't know what Typewriter is. I think it's like a weird limbo-esque side-scroller, but I don't remember what it does. Oh yeah, we played, I think, Trine 1 and 2, but we never got around to 3. But I love them. I think they're great. Yeah. Dude, Wizard is the best. Between the Wizard and the Thief, like, I rarely ever use the Warrior. When we played, I would play the Wizard, she would play the Thief. And then one of us would be forced to, like, switch over to the Warrior as punishment. Yeah, I know the new one just came out. Like, Trine 3 looked good, and I wanted to play it, but yeah, the fourth one does look good. I mean, it's not hard to make more of them. I mean, it has a good world, it has a good story, it has good gameplay. There's really nothing to hate there. So they could keep shoveling them out, and that's fine, as long as they make them just as quality as the other ones. Uncharted, whatever. I've never played more than like 5 minutes of an Uncharted game. Unepic is a game that's fucking horseshit. They literally, like, I liked the game, and I was like, oh, cool, it's like a Metroidvania, but you choose your own weapon style. Wrong. They literally intentionally put a boss in that's a pain in the ass that you really can't fight with melee or other things. So you pretty much have to use, like, arrows or, like, certain types of weapons, and that's the only way to damage the boss. Because the boss has, like, a radius. So his hitbox is real small in the center, but he has, like, a radius of, like, around him that will hurt you. So if you have, like, a sword, you can't get within the damage radius to hit his hitbox without taking, like, severe damage. It is absolute horseshit, and if you go on forums, people specifically complain about why they put this boss in here, because it ruins the flow. It'd be like in Castlevania creating a boss that you can only defeat with a knife, like the knife sub-weapon. Like, people would be like, this is the worst Castlevania game. Until Dawn, Rush of Blood, that's like a rail shooter. Don't know why they made it. Maybe I'll play it on VR at some point. It's as meh as meh gets. Valiant Hearts, which is terrible. People rave about it, but it's, like, inaccurate as shit, and the gameplay is annoying as fuck when they're not talking for, like, 45 minutes. Suctologizing about, like, we can do it, we're brave enough to survive this war. This is my hero dog that will live on forever. And it's like, it's so fucking preachy and annoying. And it's just like, just get to the gameplay where we're killing or we're dying. Yeah, I know, it was the most annoying thing. Unepic didn't, like, it's an indie game, so it felt like they had an idea what they were doing, but then they just fucking flew off the rails, like, halfway through the game. Hold on, I need to get something to drink. Velocity 2X had potential, but it suffered from control issues. The one thing I remember is that you, like, switch between lanes. Like, it's essentially a shmups, but you switch between, like you can teleport through things. But the problem is that you press it, but there's, like, a delay in between it happening. But then they expect you to do it really fast. And it's like, you have to, like, pre-prepare for things like, oh, this lane you're in has a wall. And it's like you have to press it the second you see the wall. It was annoying. And then you'd instant die and you'd have to go back to a checkpoint, or you'd get stuck in a wall and die again. Warframe is hands down one of the most annoying games I've ever played in my life. And people rave about it, and I think it's absolute fucking dog shit. And I wish it would go away forever. Vermintide was good, but it was riddled with bugs. That's why they came out with Vermintide 2. Plus, fuck you, give us money. But Vermintide was great. I just wish they'd carried on with it. Like, it just made this one better with DLC or whatever. My first online match, I went to jump across something, and there was a ladder in the ceiling, and I got stuck on the ladder, and I couldn't go down from it, and you can't go into your menu when you're on a ladder, so I couldn't quit out. So I was like, tried to message them, like, in game, being like, yeah, I'm stuck on a ladder. Like, if you just get to the next checkpoint, it should warp me. And then they just kicked me. Because so many people would just hide in corners. But that was my first match. And then I played other ones, and people would just, like, hide in a corner. And just like, oh, I'm just going to take the EXP. Even though it's, like, reduced. It's like, oh, it will just do this for me. We Are Doomed. No idea what that is. Assume it's a shmups. A little shoot 'em up game. What Remains of Edith Finch? Maybe? That's kind of like a weird drama, psychological horror kind of thing. I mean, that one might be good for just like a 2-day stream. But I don't know how particularly long it is. It's like one of those games that I've always meant to get around to playing. But I've just been too lazy. Like, I've just been like, I don't really feel like playing that. You know, Whispering Willows, which was good for like a really low budget game, but I just got stuck at a point and I couldn't figure out the puzzle, or like I was in the wrong part of a maze, and I was just like, yeah, I'm done with this. White Knight, which I played on stream for a little bit, and it got stuck at the same point, and literally there's a point where you can get stuck and that's it, and there's no real workaround. It's just some people get stuck at a certain point and you can't get past it. I liked it up until then. Wipeout Omega Collection, must have. Wipeout's one of the best racing games. That and XG. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, played it on stream. Ugh, gross. Wolfenstein The New Order, good. Old Blood, good. XCOM 2 can suck a big fucking fuck. Then Zeo Drifter, which is like a weird wannabe Metroid game. It's like trying to be old Game Boy Metroid, but the sprite heights are all weird, and like it's weird. Ziggurat, love that game. Abzu, pretty good. Play with some fish. Counting Plus already played, which I should just delete that, but there's an expansion coming out. Keepa's Trip, one of the best games ever. No, we don't love that XCOM. That XCOM is not for loving. That XCOM is for shaming and saying, no, you're bad, you did a wrong thing. Avon Colony. Avon Colony is honestly the best city builder game on consoles. I'll be 100% honest. I enjoyed Avon Colony, and I played all the way through it, and it was well worth playing through it. It was a good game. It's simplistic, but it's neat enough that it makes you want to play more. And if you like city builders and like general strategy games, I thought it was great. It's also interesting too because it's like aliens are trying to come into your city and they'll fuck up parts of your city. So you have to like build defense towers, and then you have to build like medication variants and stuff like that. I know. The crit deaths. You have 99% chance to hit. Miss. Enemy. Oh, look, they have a 10% chance. Critical hit, instantly kill you. Fuck that. Bastion, a good game, but honestly, I played through it once and I'll probably never play through it again. Beautiful, but eh. Bayonetta, hell yeah. Beyond Two Souls, already played through. Birthday's the Beginning, great game. And already played through it. Borderlands: The Handsome Jack Collection, which Delirious and I are getting around to playing through at least some of it. At least in Borderlands 3. We'll probably do some DLC for Borderlands 3. Broforce, already did on stream. Brutal, already did on stream. Collateral Damage, already did on stream. Control, I did on stream, but there is a DLC for Control. I don't know if it's out now or not. Let's see. Yeah, the Foundation. Come on. It is. Isolation and the Foundation. Neat. I'm actually surprised they actually came out. Because I think even when I played Control, I said it's guaranteed they're going to say that they're going to have DLC and then it's going to come out like a year or two late. But yeah, good for them. Already did some cool Painter, that was neat. Crunchyroll can suck a fuck. Already did Crypt of the Necrodancer. Dark Cloud 2 I've always had ambitions to do, but man, that is like an uphill fucking battle. And I probably have to restart it because I already fucked it up when I played it on stream. Dark Souls, already did that on stream, meh. Darkest Dungeon. I don't know if I did Darkest Dungeon on stream. I don't think I did. Darkest Dungeon is a great game, though. Darknet I already did on stream. Daylight I did on stream. Days Gone I did on stream. Detroit I did. Dino Frontier. Disgaea 5 I'm not doing on stream. If you like Disgaea games, just go buy them. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon is great. Donut County is cute. It's like reverse Katamari. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is great, but what do they have? Did they actually come out with a DLC they promised? Nope. Oh. I know I didn't beat it. That's for sure. I've never beaten Darkest Dungeon. I love it, but man, it is brutal and grindy. Still want to finish Desireen, but that's like I'll take some time to actually beat it because I kind of want to start it from the beginning and just actually play through it in a block, but it's tough, man. VR after work is rough shit. But it is a beautiful game. Enter the Gungeon I've done multiple times on stream. I think I've streamed that with Delirious too. So Farpoint I did. No idea what Form 8 is. Yeah. Just do a full Saturday stream of it or something. Forma 8, I have no idea what that is. Hand of Fate I've played on stream, which Hand of Fate is fucking beautiful. Honestly, like, Hand of Fate 1 and 2, they are the best, like, randomized, roguelike D&D dungeon crawlers. Like, I love a narrative that can be based, even if it's based on cards, that it's based on random chance. Like, there's something beautiful about writing a story that way. And man, the only problem is that it crashes on the last boss. I actually have a game that's locked in the last boss because you can't. It keeps crashing before I beat him, but it reloads the checkpoint at the beginning of the boss. But man, Hand of Fate, so fucking good. But I think that's just a me problem. I don't know if they've updated it or if they're just like, nope, we're moving on to Hand of Fate 2. I already did Hard Reset. I have Hatoful Boyfriend, but that would require a lot of reading and research before I do it. I already did Here They Lie. Did Hohokum. Pudding. Hello, every birdie. Hatoful Boyfriend is a classic, though. Really started the dating sims going off the deep end trend. Seduce the Doctor, yeah. Psychotic Doctor. Home Sweet Home. Yeah, Nurse Doctor. I know who you mean. The Finch or whatever. The creepy Finch. Home Sweet Home we already did. Horizon Zero Dawn I already did. God, I fucking love Horizon Zero Dawn. By the way, I am so sick of these motherfuckers who are like, I have a PS4. I'm like, oh, then you should get Horizon Zero Dawn. And they're like, no, I'm waiting for it to come out on PC. Motherfucker, do you know how badly optimized that's going to be and how potato it's going to look on your PC compared to the quality it is on PS4? Like, the engine, the Decima engine that runs on, runs better on a PS4 than it will run on your PC, and your PC will be bogged to shit with all the other bullshit and whistles you have going on. Just shut your mouth, play the game on PS4 like everybody else did, you goddamn scrub. Plus, when it comes out on PC, it'll just be the base game. It won't even have the DLC yet. So go suck a fuck. Hotline Miami and Hotline Miami 2, great games. Still, Hotline Miami is one of my favorite games. Jazz Punk, great game. Yeah. I know, right? I will tell you how I really feel. I do have to say Hotline Miami is in like my like at least in the top 20 games I've ever played. It's just so, there's something about it that's so satisfying and so good. Hotline Miami 2 is not quite as good. Jurassic World Evolution, great game. Killing Floor 2, great game, but it's online only for the most part. Yeah. But that's the whole thing is, it's one of those games that can get to you and get under your skin in such a way, and that so few games try to work so hard to create that atmosphere that only Hotline Miami can do that. King's Quest, great game. Honestly, even if they never make another King's Quest game again, I will not be upset because of the previous King's Quest, and this is like the perfect end / follow-up to all the old ones. Like, it really is just a great game. Kingdom Come Deliverance. You know, I haven't done Kingdom Come Deliverance on stream. Maybe I should just do it again right now. No. I did Knock Knock on stream. Did Kung Fury. Oh, Labyrinth of Refrain. I love you so much. Life is Strange Beyond the Storm. Can't even get through that. It's so fucking boring. Yeah. Little Dragons Cafe I got to do on stream, but we've been doing a lot of long games, so I know that Little Dragons Cafe is a long game, but I just wanted to try it on stream. Either way, it would be cute and something to play, but I'm not really up for that right now. Like, I got it saying, like, I'll do this, and then I played Yakuza, and I was like, okay, well, fuck playing other long games. Already did Manhunt, already did Megaquarium, did Megaton Rainfall. Did not do Mother Russia Bleeds, but I should do it at some point because Mother Russia Bleeds is good. But I'd rather have like, we really have to invite like friends over to play games. Like, we have to have friends because I would love to play this with like 4 people or at least 3 people. Narcosis, just played that. I know, right? Neurovoider already played. My only friends are in stream. No. I wouldn't end up like trying to invite one of our friends that don't have kids or something, or just invite Shelly over, or invite Kat over to play it with us. Something. Nier Automata. Like, Nier Automata, I think I played on stream. Or maybe I played it for myself. I don't remember. Either way, it's not a very good game. People rave about it, but it was really not that good. I already did Night Trap, but I want to do more. I want to beat Night Trap on stream. Neo, which is good, but man, is it grindy and repetitive. It's like Dark Souls, but with lots of grinding. And also, Team Ninja always makes their games with these like particular stiffness about like the characters and animation, where like if someone's swinging a sword, if you hit like the thumbstick in the opposite direction to have them like back up or otherwise, there's like a good like 1.5 seconds that you can like openly feel before they move. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I was just so annoyed with Nier that I was like, eh. But I still get shit for that. Like, about my opinions about Nier. Because they're like, did you play the B game? I was like, I played everything that game has to offer. And I looked up to see if there was anything I was missing. And there wasn't. And it was shit. It started off good and ended so... what the fuck. But yeah, I got kind of bored of Nio. It was just... I don't know. It's just... something about it. I already did No Man's Sky on stream. I already did Not a Hero. I already did Observation. I already did Observer. Did Onimusha. Did PT. Did Paranautical Activity. Did not do Persona 5, but I don't have my Persona 5 right now. And that's... Persona 5 is more a play-it-yourself game, not a stream game. Because there's a lot of like little tedious things going in between. I already did Pix the Cat on stream, which is actually a pretty good game. Portal Knights is a good one, but that's long. I should what? Do Persona 5? Portal Knights is good, but it's long and interesting. I already did Prey. Quarry Magic Library. Rec Room, no thank you. Yeah, Miller is playing Portal Knights. What? Which fighting game? You mean the dancing one for Persona 5? Or... yeah. They had the dancing game, and then he Joker's in Smash, which is just fucking weird. Do you want to play Resident Evil 7 in VR? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hate all those spin-off games. I think they cheapen Persona, and I think they're trash. They're like, why even make those? Like, just make a dancing game with like a whole bunch of like the Atlas characters or whatever characters, but don't be like Persona 5 dancing in moonlight plus stars. Like, nobody cares. Like, the people that buy those games are just weirdos. It's best not to pander to weirdos like that. Risk of Rain, great game, already played it on stream. Road Not Taken, I'm saving up for something special. Yeah, I could see that. They've never been known for their quality. Yeah. I like it better when Persona worlds are isolate, when they're their own kind of story, but with the same themes. I think coming up with another story that's wrapped around it, yeah, that's for sure. Like how you always have the Velvet Room, you always have Elizabeth. You know, there's certain things that always in particular happen. Like like the actual Shin Megami Tensei games, they're all very formulaic, but the formula is good. Just the story is really taken to the next level. I think is good, but just doing that kind of stuff is just yucky. But Robinson the Journey I should play on stream at some point. It's interesting. It's not very long, but it kind of makes me nauseous, so I hope it doesn't make you guys nauseous. I did Rock of Ages, did Rogue Legacy, did Sekiro, did said Run Kagura, Peach Beach Splash, Shadow Legends, Siren. Didn't do Slime Rancher or Sonic Mania. Did Spelunky on stream. I know I did. Did Strider. Did Super Meat Boy. Did Super Time Force Ultra. Did Super Hot. Did Taiko no Tatsujin, which I still want to play more of, but Did Tharsis. Did Binding of Isaac. Did Bit Trip. Did Man of Medan. Tried The Forest, but it just does not play well. Did Thumper. I have not done Transistor. Transistor is a good one. I'm definitely going to have to do that at some point. But I don't know if that's DHCP. Yeah. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't know if Transistor is locked, though, because I think it has DHCP locks on it. I know. I'll try to see. Maybe I'll play that next Wednesday. It's not very long, and it's good. Plus, I know a cheese way to beat it really quick. Did Uncanny Valley, did Until Dawn. Don't think I'm going to continue with Vanquish. Not really in the mood for it. Vaporum, LNRA, already did a really good playthrough of it. And someone else did a playthrough of it. And they're both very good. I wanted to play more of this one, The Inquisitor, but I never got around to it. Did White Day, did Yomawari, did Yakuza, did Woe Dave. So yeah, I've done a lot of games. But out of all this crazy... Are these different? No, they're all the same. Out of all these crazy games, put in Discord or whatever if there's anything that's stuck out that you want me to play for next Wednesday. Give some time, think about it. I've just a shit ton. So yeah, just let me know. Also, this may not be the safest to do, but I want to see. It's not usually not a good idea to go into your PlayStation store, but I'm not going to buy anything, so, or look at any of my settings. Okay. Yeah, that's PS Now. It's all online maps. Yep. Can you buy it outside of PlayStation Now? Doesn't look like it. Wah. I might have to at some point do just like a month of PlayStation Now if games get dry, or if there's specific games that I want to play just to power through them. Maybe in summer when I'm feeling a little bit better and work's a little bit easier, just get PlayStation Now and just hammer through like a shit ton of old games. Like Killzone and shit like that. I know Siren Blood Curse is on there, which is one of the few Siren games that I'd actually get through. And I think Silent Hill 2 is on there. And Silent Hill The Room. A bunch of random shit is on there that I'd want to play. But either way, I'm going to end it here. It's been late enough. I've been rambling for like an hour. But it's been real. Let me know in Discord. Yeah, that's Scarlet on a crunchy bag. What is it, Scarlet? You want to say hi? Well, Harl didn't say hi today. He's being a butt. Probably because he was up. But either way, I am going to pick up Scarlet. Yeah. 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 Go on. Go play. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Just let me know in Discord if there's any particular games that you guys like. I'll take them all into account. Or I'll just play whatever I feel like. But you guys let me know. And I will see you later. Rude.